Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Lacrosse. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's action as the Pope John Junior Lions are taking on the Township of Verona. Verona has a 6-2 lead as we start the second half. We are on the upper field here at the Frank Setlock Track and Field Complex at Pope John High School on the blue Smurf turf as the varsity and junior varsity lacrosse teams are playing on the lower football field right now. So it's 6-2, Township of Verona leading over Pope John. We'll go over rosters in just a second. Ryan Johnson, number 2, will be taking the draw for the Lions, who are in their home white uniforms trimmed by blue and gold with blue numbers and names and gold trim, and the numbers on the white shorts with blue and gold trim. Verona in their maroon jerseys with white and gold trim. Here's a face-off, and the ball's on the turf. Pope John fighting for it, and there is Tyler Rossi who scoops it up. Rossi coming in, the shot goes wide, and Marshall's closest, and he'll keep it for Pope John. If you're wondering where the first quarter of this game was, we had an internet problem, so that will be uploaded later on today as we got a recording backup. But we've been with you since the second quarter, and it's been a good game. Pope John scored twice in the first quarter, have not scored since. They are down 6-2 to Verona. Here's a shot by Pillock. Saved by the netminder for number 1. Pillock gets the rebound. The shot. He scores! Brody Pillock, his second of the game. And the Lions have cut the Verona lead to 6-3. An early third quarter goal for the Pope John Lions is just what the doctor ordered. And we'll see if the Lions can take advantage and get back into this one. 6-3 now, Township of Verona over Pope John. You get a chance on the channel, we have a recording of the middle school baseball game from Thursday. And what a comeback for the baseball team. Down 7-0 after the first inning. They came back to tie 8-8 against the Black River Bulldogs. An amazing comeback. So check that out if you get a chance. Here is number 13. We're going to have cover baseball again on Friday as the baseball team will be in Whippany to take on Memorial Junior Middle School. Here's a shot on goal, and it bounced off the cross of Morelli. He was able to get a piece of it. May have hit the post, but either way, the ball stayed out, and the score remains 6-3. Yeah, you don't see 7-0 comebacks all that much in baseball, I'll tell you. Every inning, Pope John continued to score runs. 2 outs to go, or 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning, which is going to be the last inning of the game. And Ronnie Ziegler hit a 2-out triple, scoring Liam Duda and James Bortnick to tie the score at 8. And that's how it finished for Sal Dispensieri's Middle School Baseball Club. So they will play on Friday, and then again Wednesday, May 22nd, here at Pope John High School against Long Valley. And those are the last 2 games scheduled for the baseball team. Here's a shot by number 3 off of Emilio Barranco, who saved the goal as Morelli was trying to get back in position. So good goaltending by Emilio Barranco there, saving a goal. Ball goes out of bounds by number 13, and Vincent Jessamaria will pick it up. Now here's Jessamaria, takes a shot from number 4. He races up the field into Verona territory. 6-3. This game is not nearly over yet, as Pope John trying to cut it to 2. Ball goes towards the sidelines. Brugner chases it down. It's going to go out, and it is going to go over to Verona. So the score was 4-2 after the first quarter, and then Verona was able to score twice in the second and kept the Lions off the scoreboard. But now here in the third quarter, it's Brody Pillock with his second goal of the game, making it 6-3 Verona. Number 77 with Hayden Marshall on him. Marshall swiping away. The ball's loose. It's brushed over to number 19 for Verona. Now number 8 up the sideline. Past Jessamaria. He races up the near side. Coming in on net. Pass over to number 3. Colin Bauman on him. Now behind the net to number 13. Here's number 8 on the left wing. Reverses course, comes back in. The shot on goal, wide. And it goes towards the sideline. And it will be Verona ball. Number 13 closest. 6-3, Verona leads here in the third quarter against Pope John Middle School. Junior Lions with a young team, but they have been maturing. They've been getting better as the season has gone on. And we saw it all come to fruition on Tuesday night as the Lions shut out Lenape Valley 7-0. They're looking to build this into a winning streak, but they'll need a comeback today against Verona. 6-3, Verona leads over Pope John. Here's a pass over to number 3. Now to number 8 up top. To the center of the field, Vincent Jesamaria defending him. The shot on goal, save Morelli. It's loose in front of the crease. Pope John trying to scoop it up, and they get the ball to Morelli, who's able to pass it out to Vincent Jesamaria. He'll send it toward the midfield line, and it comes past Clifford, and here comes Jesamaria, who scoops it up. Vincent Jesamaria in Verona territory. Pass over to Pillock. It just missed his cross. It's on the turf, bouncing around, scrum for it. Marshall knocks him off. Here is Clifford. Clifford, who has a goal already. Connor Clifford on the left side. Clifford will slow it down, gives it to Pillock. Brody Pillock, who's got 2 already. Pass to Fiore. Vic Fiore looking to get on the board today. Fiore races in. Nice 360 move. The shot on goal. Save. It's loose. Brugner picks it up. And he scores! Jonathan Brugner with the rebound shot past the Verona goaltender. And Pope John is coming closer. It's now 6-4. And so now the Lions looking for the proximate goal, the goal that will get them to 1. It's mid-third quarter, plenty of time remaining. Pope John now trailing 6-4. And after we mentioned that comeback by the baseball team on Thursday, perhaps the lacrosse squad has a comeback in them. Now, here's the face-off. Ryan Johnson, the ball's on the turf. Trying to scoop it up. Pillock pushes it forward. And here is number 4 for Verona. You have a lead like Verona did, 6-2, and now give up 2 goals. You got to start here in the footsteps. Here's number 3 on the right side. It goes behind the net. Number 13 with it. Pass over the head of number 14. It's going to go towards the sideline. Will it go out of bounds? It's rolling. Pope John was waiting for it to go out of bounds. Now Johnson scoops it up. He's got it. Finally out of bounds. We'll see. We got a timeout on the field. Well, Pope John was able to recover that, and they'll call time. We're going to take time as well. Midway through the third quarter, Pope John coming back on goals by Brody Pillock and Jonathan Brugner. It's now Verona 6 and Pope John 4. Please come back for the rest of the third quarter and fourth quarter action. We're at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. Mike Formasano along with you. Calling today's action. Pope John trailing Verona 6-4. We wanted to go over the roster in the second half. So you had the players' names and numbers. From Pope John roster is number 1, Malin Sefcik. Number 2, Ryan Johnson. 3 is Jonathan Brugner. 4, Vic Fiore. 5, Colin Bauman. 7, Connor Clifford. 8 is Max Labanka. Number 9, Mason Iglesias. 10 is Zach Cash. Number 11, Vincent Jesamaria. Number 12, Kieran Elvin. 14 is Tyler Rossi. 17, Emilio Barranco. 18, Charlie Higgins. 22, Michael Formasano. 23, Brody Pillock. 26, Andrew Jesamaria. 28 is Santiago Vargas Ramirez. 29, Johnny Pippa. 30 is Carter Johnston. 34, Steve Leonard. 36, Hayden Marshall. 38, Ryder Molino. 55, Sutton Fullwood. And 72, the goalkeeper, Mike Morelli. The head coach is Ryan Rigby. The assistant coach, Joe Buono. Here's a shot by Pillock, saved by the Verona netminder. And so Verona will take over. The varsity head coach, Joe Delaferra. Program coordinator, Beatrice Pippa. Athletic trainer, Gerard Graziano. And the athletic director, who's here today, Brian Carlson. Right on the Pope John sideline. I'm Mike Formasano. We are here live at Pope John High School. It's Verona and Pope John. And Verona leads 6-4. Midway through the third quarter. Vic Fiore now will go towards the Verona net. On the right wing, pass down low. Now back to Fiore. Bounces past him, but it goes to Kieran Elvin. Now comes back towards the near sideline or far sideline. Hayden Marshall will scoop it up, and Marshall will reset the offense. Hayden Marshall slows it down. He passes inside to Elvin. Elvin behind the back. The shot. It bounces. It's loose. And it comes over to number 8 for Verona, who will go the other way. Number 8 racing up into Pope John territory. A swipe by Andrew Jessamaria, and the Verona player goes down. Now number 3 on the right wing. Over to 8. 8 inside the shot. He scores. Number 13 slows the bleeding for Verona and puts the Township of Verona up 7-4. So the Pope John comeback is thwarted for just a little bit, as Verona scores to make it 7-4. We're heading towards the late stages of the third quarter, and Pope John trails by 3. Johnson at center field to take the draw. And the Lions are in the Greater Morris County Tournament, and that will start on Monday. They will go to Del Barton Academy to take on the Green Wave. That is their first round matchup. That's at Monday at 4 p.m. Please join us for that. Infraction against Verona, so it'll be Pope John ball. Ryan Johnson will start at midfield. We'll pass it down low to Clifford. Clifford on the left wing. Number 19 guarding him. He passes it back to Fiore. Fiore over to Clifford. Little pitch and catch between Clifford and Fiore now. Fiore now gives it back to Pillock. Brody Pillock, who's had a goal in every game this season. He's got a defender coming in on him towards the midfield line, but he can't cross. So Pillock will pass it. Jonathan Brugner on the far side. Down low to Marshall. Marshall into Pillock. Pillock racing in. He's got a defender all over him. Pulls back out. The pass down low to Clifford. The shot. Saved by the netminder for Verona. It goes out of bounds. It'll remain Pope John possession. Marshall will start it back up. Pass into Pillock. Pillock with the shot. He fans out of his cross on the turf, and Verona recovers. Comes back into Pope John territory. Here is number 13, who just scored for Verona. Coming in, pass to 17, the shot, he scores. Point blank range, and Morelli really couldn't do much with it. So Verona is able to increase their lead to 8-4. 4-goal lead for the Township of Verona. Last year's win for Verona was 9-7. Pope John was able to cut back to make it 9-7. A late goal by Evan Wanamaker about 30 seconds ago, but they lost by 2. Here's a face-off. Vic Fiore with it. It's loose on the center field line. Now Tyler Rossi will scoop it up. Pillock picks it up for Pope John, and he races into Verona territory. Here's Brody Pillock coming in. The shot. Saved by the netminder for Verona. And he'll slow things down to pass to 77 over the sticker. Hayden Marshall comes back into Pope John territory. Number 3 with it. Towards the near sideline. On the right side, he'll pass it off to number 28. Being guarded by Balin Sefcik. Now over to 14. Santiago Vargas in the game for Pope John now. 14 coming in. I said Sefcik, that was actually Colin Bauman. Here's a shot by 3. Wide left. Goes towards the sidelines. We'll see who's closest. It's going to be Pope John ball. So Vincent Jessamaria was able to get closest as the ball went out of bounds. And here in the late stages of the third quarter, with Pope John trailing by 4, they'll take over possession. Pass to Morelli. Bounces out of his cross, but still loose as Verona's fighting for it, and Verona's going to steal it away. Tried to come in on goal, the shot. He scores. He's able to bounce it in past Morelli and just inside the right post. So an interception the pass to Morelli. Morelli wasn't able to corral it, and Verona was able to steal it and bounce it past Morelli to make the score 9-4. So the comeback that Pope John was trying to put together has been stymied to this point, and in late third quarter, Verona has opened up a 5-goal lead. Here's a face-off. Johnson trying to scoop it up. Ball's loose. Full with it on it. There's Rossi trying to pick it up off the turf. And it'll be Verona possession. Number 13 with it now, with Johnson on him. Here's number 28. Pass over to 14. Now over to 8 for Verona. Down low to 14. 14 racing around towards the top. Down to the right wing. Being guarded by Barranco. Here's number 8. Fakes the shot. Trying to get a shot off. Now it comes wide left and out of bounds. Hits the back netting. And it's going to be Pope John ball. Late third quarter, and the Lions trail 9-4. And I believe that is the end of the third quarter. So, 1 quarter to go here at Pope John High School. It is the Township of Verona 9 and Pope John Junior Lions 4. We'll be back for fourth quarter action at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey, right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Lacrosse, 7th and 8th grade. Mike Formasano here calling today's game as the Township of Verona leads going into the fourth quarter, 9-4 over Pope John. 5 goals is not impossible in a quarter in lacrosse, but before it becomes insurmountable, Pope John has to get on the scoreboard early and often here in this last stanza. The Lions now be going left to right on your screen in their white jerseys and white shorts trimmed by blue and gold, blue numbers with gold trim along with the names. Verona is in their maroon jerseys with white trim. Black shorts. Here's number 33 as it goes into Pope John territory. Number 17 is able to scoop it up. Pass over to 14 for Verona. Now over to 8. 8. Pass over to 17. A shot. Saved by Morelli. He's able to get a leg on it. Goes towards the back line, but taken away by number 22 for Verona. Ryan Johnson on him. He'll turn back around and pass it over to 00. Now to number 8 for Verona. Here's number 8. Big hit by Fiore. Now the shot. He scores into the top left corner of the net. So Fiore delivers a hit, but number 8's able to survive that. And shot goes into the top left corner, and that'll make it 10-4 Verona over Pope John. So face over center field. It'll be Ryan Johnson again against number 4 for Verona. Big Fiore coming into the game for the Lions in the near side. Johnson fighting for the ball. Still loose, Fiore, and here's number 8 with it for Lacrosse, and Fiore's stick goes flying. He grabs it back up, though. Number 8 coming back in. Shot on goal, over the crossbar, and off the back netting. And it's going to be Pope John ball. Again, please join us on Monday for the Greater Morris County Tournament first round as Pope John qualifies for it, but they will take on the Del Barton Green Wave. And that will be at the Lower Abbey Fields at Del Barton Academy, 4 p.m. on Monday, May 13th. Here's the shot. He scores. Number 17 is able to bounce it in past Morelli and make the score 11-4. So the game's starting to get away from Pope John now. They were able to cut it to 6-4. Had a legitimate chance to come back and tie. And then Verona stopped the bleeding and has been able to pull away ever since. 11-4, Verona leads over Pope John. Fiore will take the draw now with Johnson in front of us. So after the playoff game on Monday, there's still a few more games in the regular season to go for the Lions. Ball rolls into Verona territory. Fiore with a kick. There's Pillock on the far wing. The pass over to Iglesias. The shot goes wide right towards the end line, and it's Kieran Elvin who is closest to it, so Pope John will maintain possession. Next Saturday morning, I believe at 11:30, it'll be Pope John going up to Orange County, New York, to the Black Dirt region to take on the Warwick Valley team. And that is, again, as I said, probably going to be tape delayed because there is zero signal internet-wise up there. So we'll try and get online like we did today in the first quarter. We've recorded that of this game, so we'll upload that later. The second, third, and fourth, obviously, we've been online for it. So that game next Saturday, Pope John and Warwick. And then Tuesday, May 21st, Pope John will travel to Lenape Valley to take on the Patriots. It's a rematch of the game between Pope John and Lenape from this past Tuesday, where Pope John won 7-0. Here's number 17 in, racing in the shot. He scores inside the right post past Morelli. And it'll make it 12-4 now. Verona over Pope John. And the last game in the regular season will be against this same Verona Township team at Verona. May 31st on Friday. May 31st. I think it's an 8 p.m. start. We will not, unfortunately, be with you with that game. So if you want to see that game, go out to Verona. The game the day before against Rutherford, I believe, has been canceled. So here's a face-off. Johnson on it, trying to scoop it back up. Verona takes it away. Here's number 13 racing up. Now 22 with it. Shot goes wide, not out of bounds. Towards the end line. So number 10 for Verona will inbound it. 2-7. Bounces past him. And Brody Pillock looking to scoop it up. Pillock tripped up by number 3. He's still on his feet. Here comes Pillock up the right side. He puts the brakes on. Goes towards the middle. Takes a collision by both Verona players. Pass comes over to Hayden Marshall, number 36. Marshall looking to break in. Marshall will do a 360. He's got a defender on him. The pass over to the left side. And the goalkeeper on the edge of his crease is able to smother it and take it away from Pope John. Elvin on 19. The pass downfield. Sideways pass intercepted by Marshall. Here comes Caden Marshall into the box. He'll pull back out. Looking to pass to Pillock. He fakes that. Now looking for a shot. He goes wide left. Almost hit Kieran Elvin. But Elvin was able to step out of the way as the ball went sailing a little bit. But Elvin was closest and he'll inbound. And now Elvin looking to approach the net. He's got Iglesias right in front. Elvin on the near side. Here's Pillock. Brody Pillock, who scored again today and has goals in every game this season. Pillock looking to come in. He's got 13 draped all over him. The shot goes wide right, out of bounds. 12-4, Verona leads. We are heading towards the late stages of the fourth quarter. Here's Marshall now. Marshall on the far wing. Looking to come back in. Ball knocked out of his cross. It's loose. Iglesias looking to jump on it. Mason Iglesias now with it. On the right wing, he'll pass it down low behind the net to Elvin. It bounces off of his stick. Ryder Merlino after it. Towards the sideline. Scooped up by number 16 of Verona. And Verona's able to get it back to their goalkeeper, who passes it out. It's loose. It's on the turf. There's Kieran Elvin. He's knocked down. An infraction against number 19 for Verona. It'll be Pope John ball. Sun's starting to peek behind the clouds again. Here's Pillock with the shot. Wide right. Goes out of bounds. The wind's starting to pick up a little here. As it's blowing left to right on your screen, which actually is, trying to get my coordinates here. North to south. Here's number 77 for Verona. Passing him down the field to number 8. 8's had multiple goals in this game. Here's number 3. Ball bounces past Formisano and into the netting of Michael Morelli's cross. And here is Hayden Marshall. Marshall racing up the near side on the right. Trying to get around 14. 360 move by him. Now turns back around. Gets a shove in the back. Gets back on his feet. Still with the ball. Marshall looking to pass. He'll give it over to Elvin behind the net. Here's Kieran Elvin. Passes it back out to Pillock. Pillock with the shot. He scores. Brody Pillock. That, I believe, is his third of the game. So a hat trick for Pillock. And that's Pope John's 5th. That'll cut the Verona lead to 12-5. Oh, nice shot by Pillock. So Johnson will take the draw. Here's the draw. Johnson fighting for it. Ball still on the turf. Trying to scoop it up. He brushes it forward. And that gives him the opportunity to get it, but bounces right out of his netting. And number 4 scoops it up for Verona. Ball goes towards the sideline. Merlino chasing it. It's going to be Pope John ball anyway, so. So the Lions will inbound. Ryder Merlino with it now. Now inbounded by Elvin. Kieran Elvin now up top. The pass to Fiore. Fiore looking to break in. Fiore towards the net. The shot saved by the netminder for Verona, number 1. Number 19 now with it for Verona. Passes it back to the goalkeeper. Now back to number 19, the defenseman for the Township of Verona. Again, no nickname for. I looked all over last year for it when they played. I was like, what is the nickname of this team? It was like 3 or 4 different nicknames.
Wait!
So it goes out of bounds into Pope John right in front of us as number 77 got back on his feet, which is good to see. Johnson with the pass over to Vargas. Anyways, I said I tried to find out a nickname for it, and there was none. So they said, we're just Township of Verona. I was like, okay. Here's Vargas. Santiago Vargas. Pass to the left. Fiore looking to work his way in the shot. Bounced it over the crossbar and out of bounds. Pope John's closest. So Elvin will start it up. Kieran Elvin, number 12 for Pope John. Here's Johnson with it now. Now looking to break in the shot by Fiore. He scores. A laser beam by Vic Fiore inside the left post. And Pope John has now cut the lead to 6. 12-6. Verona leads. So Johnson will take the draw against number 4 for Verona. 12-6. Verona up on Pope John. A couple of late goals by the Lions. Pilla got his hat trick. Fiore scored a goal. Number 28 wins it for Verona. Clifford after him. Connor Clifford with a quarter goal for Pope John as well. And we got a timeout on the field by Verona. So we're going to take one as well. Late stages of the fourth quarter. It's Verona 12, Pope John 6. We'll be back to Pope John High School right after this. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Lacrosse, 7th and 8th grade. The 5th and 6th grade team played Verona earlier today, and they won 8-1, so we want to congratulate the 5th and 6th graders on that victory. Wish we had better news for the 7th and 8th grade team, but they will move on from this and get ready for their playoff game in the Greater Morris County Tournament against the Del Barton Green Wave on Monday afternoon, 4 p.m. Here's 0-0 for Verona. It's being defended by Vargas. 0-0 will roll back around towards the left side. Vargas on him. Now number 8 with it. 8 up the left side. Bracco defending. Formisano on him. Formisano swiping away. 8 in the trot, goes around the world towards the far sideline. Pass to 0-0. It's past him towards the midfield line, but not over. Here's Pillock with it. Well, 0-0, Pillock's on him. Pass to the far side to 8. Now and Sefcik in the game trying to defend. Number 22, Sefcik with a swipe. Ball's loose, number 8. And that is the ball game. So, Verona defeats Pope John 12-6. Close game early. Pope John scored a couple of goals in the first quarter. They were able to cut a 6-2 deficit to 6-4 early third. And then after that, Verona was able to ice the game away. And that's your final score, 12-6. A couple of late goals for Pope John. Brody Pillock with a hat trick. And that's all she wrote. Well, Pope John will move on. Their record now 1-7 on the season. But they will move on to the Greater Morris County Tournament on Monday. That is at 4 p.m. They will take on the Del Barton Green Wave at Del Barton Academy at the Lower Abbey Fields. Please join us for that, or if you can get out to the game, please join us at Del Barton Academy. 4 p.m. on Monday, May 13th. And then the lacrosse team will move on to their next regular season game against Warwick next Saturday morning at 11:30 up in Orange County, New York. And then also on Friday, May 17th, please join us for middle school baseball as the Pope John Junior Lions middle school baseball team will take on Memorial Junior at Whippany. So for everyone here at Pope John High School, this is Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, it's the Township of Verona 12, the Pope John Junior Lions 6, and we will get the first quarter of this game uploaded to you later on this evening. So if you're looking for that, that should be up later on tonight. Have a good night, everyone, and we will see everyone for the playoff game in the Greater Morris County Tournament. Pope John at Del Barton on Monday at 4 p.m. Have a good weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.